In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this coiled basket using this snowflake base. This will go with the kit available on my site using red and white yarn, but this is going to be a limited edition using twine. To make any coiled basket with a base, the process is the same way. It doesn't matter if the holes are smaller or larger or if there is more space in between them, it's still going to be the same process. So you will be able to use this tutorial for any kit with a base on my site. I am using 3/8 inch filler cord and it is cut 12 feet. So to get started, I will take one end like this, take some sharp scissors and just cut this at a slight angle. Then go like this to pull out any of the loose material. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and start with the red. I'm going to go ahead and pull out some of this twine. Doesn't have to be too much. I'm going to take one end and place it through my darning needle. And then go like this to make sure there are no knots. I have my filler cord in my left hand, my twine in my right hand, and I'm beginning with the side opposite of the needle. Place it over my filler cord just a little bit like this. And normally when I'm doing a basket without a base, I would go in a little bit more away from the cut. But because I'm using a base, I will start pretty close to where I cut the filler cord at an angle. So I'm going to wrap away from me only 2 times, just like that. And actually I'm going to trim that down just a little bit. Now I'm going to just lay the filler cord on the side of the base. It doesn't matter where you start. Take the needle and go through any hole and then pull it through. Now it's going to be very loose until you do a few of these, so make sure you're holding onto it nice and tight. Wrap over the filler cord, and then I'm going to go around the base 2 times. 1, 2, and it takes me directly to the next hole. So if you're not using this twine, you might have to wrap it a little bit more. I am just trying to make sure that my last wrap is aligned with the hole. So then again, I'm going to just pull this through. Wrap it 2 times. And then go through the hole. And this is all I'm going to do around the entire base. At some point around the base, I might have to wrap it 3 times. Sometimes that just happens, and that is totally fine. Again, you're just wrapping it so that it's centered with the hole. I need to add more of my twine, so I'm going to cut another handful. So I never measure this. If I'm using thinner material, I use less because it's easy to add in. It won't be bulky. So an amount like this is perfect. Doesn't have to be a lot. So I am going to go ahead and take the needle off of this piece. And now I'm going to place it on one end of this piece. And so I left off right here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap around, bring this to the front, grab the end opposite of the needle, place it on the other side of my filler cord like this, and then grab both pieces and the filler cord, and then just go around the base and continue wrapping. So that was my 2 wraps right there. And actually I'll do a third, just to kind of slide everything over. You might have to do 2 wraps, you might have to do 3. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure that it goes through the center of that hole. So now I'm going to continue to wrap around my base just like this until I get back to this point here and then show you how to connect this for round 2. Okay, it's time for me to connect this, but I do want to say make sure that you have a fresh piece. You don't want to have to add any yarn in when it comes to this process right here. So now what I'm going to do is first you want to make sure that this is on top, not on the side, not behind, but right on top so that we can continue to round 2. So when you make your basket, You can choose to go out and then up, but for this, it's only 12 feet of filler cord, so I'm actually going to start going up like this at an angle. So what I'm going to do is I can no longer wrap like this because I have to connect these. So what I'm going to do is very carefully hold all these little pieces as neatly as I can, and I'm going to use my needle to slide directly in between the filler cord and the base. But it's that same process of wrapping until I get to the next hole. But I want to make sure that I'm wrapping over these little loose pieces. You could also use a piece of tape to combine these. I do have another tutorial that shows that process as well. So now it's time to go in with my needle right here. And very carefully making sure to catch the filler cord. And if you want to thin this out a little bit, you can also trim off some of these pieces. Like I can probably just get rid of some of these right here. But make sure you don't do too much because you have to have enough to combine. Just take your time and make sure that you're catching everything. And make sure you're checking the bottom. I'm going to cut some of this out. I'm going to do one more to try to cover up that filler cord. There, that's good right there. Now for round 2, I'm going to go out at a slight angle, like this. If you want to go straight over your previous round, you can. Just keep in mind your basket's going to go straight up. So I want to go out at an angle first. But now for the rest of the basket, the process is the same. I am just going to continue my wraps. Now I'm going in between the base and the previous round. And I'm going in between the wraps, so in between the holes. And if you want to change your color, you can change your color. It's totally up to you. And now I will just, again, wrap a couple times. And I'm just making it so that it's in between these two here. So I want this to line up in between those two. And then just continue that. So that is what I'm going to do for this entire round, and then I will show you how to work around this area right here. And for the colors, you can change your colors whenever you want throughout your basket. I like to change them on a new round, so the new round is going to be when we get back to this point right here, and then I will probably switch to the red and white combo. For this spot right here, I'm going to add 2 with my needle, and that's because this space is a little bit wider. Here's the first one, and then I will do a few wraps. Check the back for spacing like that. That does happen a lot. And just slide it over. And then here's the second one right here. And now I'm going to start round 3, so I'm going to switch to the red and white yarn. Just place your needle inside to grab that. Again, to add a new piece, just lay it right here on the other side, and then begin wrapping. And then now you just place it in the round right below. So it's always the previous round in between the wraps. And that's it. Now I will just continue wrapping the same way, stacking on top of the previous round. So make sure that you're wrapping nice and tight, and that's going to help your basket go up. I'm on round 5, and I just wanted to show you how it's looking so far. I'm just rotating between the colors and stacking on the previous round. I am coming to the end of the basket, and I have 8 full rounds. So this kit is going to again be a limited edition, the one with the twine, and it will come with 2 of each color. I've used up all of the red, most of the white, and then I still have 1 full roll of the red and white. So now to end it, I'm going to cut this at an angle. It's going to come out just a little bit, so I'm going to cut about here. Now just do the best that you can to taper this. Pull out any loose pieces. Now I'll just continue wrapping until I get to the end. You're going to want to make sure that you have a long enough piece. You don't really want to have to add anything in when it's towards the end. Once you get to this point, just continue to wrap with the needle over and over until everything is completely covered. When I get to the double wrap on the previous round right here, it's kind of in the way. So what I like to do is place my needle on the left and then slant it to the right on the inside. And now I will just continue wrapping. Doing it that way helps work around that piece that's there. And I will do that again for this double wrap. Even though I am about to be done covering the filler cord, I'm going to just extend it out just a little bit because then I have to weave my needle underneath and it just makes it a little bit easier. So since I'm weaving the needle in, I'm not wrapping this section here really tight. So this will be my final one right here. And then I'm going to just take my needle and slip it underneath a few of these. And then pull through. Now take some scissors and trim that off. And then I just use my finger to just put that little piece back in. And it looks good, nice and covered. And that is it. If you want to make a knot for your ending, I have other tutorials that you can watch that will show you how to do that. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.